I manifest. Represent from the den, I don't wear no vest. I got a heart in my chest, it goes ba-bump, ba-bump. I sway halfway, the day's hump, get over. I be Lord of the Rings, I manifest. Represent from the den, I don't wear no vest. I got a heart in my chest, it goes ba-bump, ba-bump. I sway halfway, the day's hump, get over. One out the ring, so now you got two. One more act, so default I'm crew. I thought you knew that you were a princess from the get. Remember when I was plenty, you got shit, but now you're Big Willie. At least in the eyes of a silly lost soul, you're burning bridges. There ain't no fridges, colder than the boulder when hell freezes over. So look over shoulders when peace taking over. And I play Red Rover, but you won't come over when there's plants for the ants. So I got a new dance, so I prance around town with my head down, just thinking and thinking and thinking. I think I be Lord of the Rings, I manifest. Represent from the den, I don't wear no vest. I got a heart in my chest, it goes ba-bump, ba-bump. I sway halfway, the day's hump, get over. Lord of the Rings, I manifest. Represent from the den, I don't wear no vest. I got a heart in my chest, it goes ba-bump, ba-bump. I sway halfway.
Welcome home, big bro. Hey, welcome back, everyone. Before I can even say anything, thank you so much to Miss Fall. That's not what I was expecting to see when I opened up the stream window, so I really appreciate that. You are way too kind to me. I thank you so much. Beyond that, let me make sure I got everything set up here. I'm all frazzled here. I'm embarrassed. Right. So, we are ready for the end of the game. Hey, Termina. Off stream, I did just a... Hey, Palkia. I did just a very small bit of level grinding, and I'll show off the results of that in a second. But I did make sure to keep my previous save file, because I accidentally got a cutscene that I did not get a chance to show off last stream, and I gotta be thorough and show that off, right? So let's just immediately head into the Cathedral Shadows, and once you have all of the... Yeah, I did some training. Hey, wait a second. Once you have all the Magatama in the game, I've been waiting for you, Cullen Zeller. In this land, there exist certain things that hold demonic power. Yes, the Magatama in your body are what I'm referring to. One who possesses a demon strength, yet retains his humanity. Again, thank you so much, Miss Fall. You're way too generous. I really appreciate it. We have long awaited such an individual. And then, along came you. You, a human with the strength of a demon, have succeeded in gathering all the Magatama. We have concluded that you are indeed worthy of a reward. You obtained the Lord's Sword. Take it to his lordship. He who once protected Tokyo shall surely help you with his awesome might. Only if you can complete yet another side quest, though. We'll be using the Lord's Sword in a moment. For right now, though, I want to load up that other file that I had, because I got to level 80, and this let me pick up three particularly useful things. First off, I dropped a couple skills from my skill set and learned 2 new ones. Noah was the last thing I wanted to have 2 magic options for, so we're officially past that, so I decided to just go all in on Wind Cutter as my source of magical damage, and I swapped out Elect Boost and Bolt Storm for Endure and Spiral Viper. Spiral Viper is a decently stronger physical option than Deadly Fury and costs less HP to use, so it's just a smarter one to have along. Truth be told, I could totally just get Frykugel at this point, because it's just flatly stronger than Spiral Viper, but Spiral Viper, I was able to get it within 1 level, whereas I'd have to work through several levels of Kailash to get Frykugel, so we're just going to pass up on that. Endure, of course, gives us a saving throw against any potential fatal damage, so that's a good thing to have at this point. I decided to keep Void Death and Makakaja also, just because Void Death is just a useful thing to have. In combination with Light Magatama that gives us immunity to Expel, we don't have to worry about any instant death spells getting through. And Makakaja, I may still have some moments where I want to cast magic, so that's just a useful buff to always have on hand. With that taken care of, the last thing I did with level 80 is I finally got the ability to use a Mitama on Pixie. So I just gave her that Nigi Mitama that we had lying around to get Elect Boost and Debilitate onto her. And Zio, I guess. There had to be at least one dud skill in there, because I didn't really feel like making another Nigimitama. And I mostly want Pixie just because she has access to Media Rahan, as well as much better stats than Daisojo at this point. Note that if you use Mitamas on her, those 30s in her stats are actually considered her base stats, so you can pretty quickly max her out with Mitamas. If you are patient, I am impatient, so I'm not going to do that. With that all said and done, we've got the final side quests to take care of. Let's, first off, just heal ourselves up real quick. It's not convenient anymore to just have Daisojo running around with us all the time. And we are going to finally finish off the Labyrinth of Amala. Now, going into the Labyrinth of Amala, I don't actually plan on retaining any of the things that we do in here. We're going to defeat the boss, we're going to see the final cutscene at the end of it, and then we are just going to instantly load back into the Tower of Kagetsuchi. So all this that's happening right now, this is non-canon. This is not Barkley's Shut Up and Jam Gaiden. We went in to get Dante, and that is the extent of the canon that happened. Kill all the Guardians. I mean, defeat them. Yeah, Wind Cutter, super good. Honestly, if I were to redo this playthrough, I probably would have passed on going for Boltstorm. The last time I played the game, I went for Wind Cutter, or not Wind Cutter, Tornado and Magma Axis, and then I dropped Tornado by the end of the game. And honestly, I think that was the superior approach. The only time that kind of build would cause any problems is in the battle with Hellbiker, who is immune to both fire and wind, but that's one encounter. That's not really that big a deal. And I barely used magic in that encounter when we got into it on the stream anyway, so yeah, nothing really to concern myself with there. I'm only good at the Vault Tunnel. The rest of them, I just get destroyed on every time. Let's see here. Going to stick with this party for right now. Let's just have Pixie top us off. Pixie is not going to be used in the upcoming boss battle. We're actually going to be using Daisojo, because Pixie does not have immunity to expel type skills, and that's going to be pretty important. Now I need to review the map here and remember which way we need to go in order to get to the lower levels. Fortunately, you can actually, once you know where it is, you can actually get to the boss relatively quickly. I don't fully remember where it is, but I do remember how to get to the bottom floor of this Kalpa, so because I had to redo this, the correct path for getting through this Kalpa is the only path shown on the map. Remember, I got ambushed by those goddamn Rakshasas in the subway, and they critted the Demi-Fiend to death because I forgot to re-equip a physically resistant Magatama, and then I went without an hour without saving. I am just flagellating myself for that misplay there, because I am so frustrated that happened. It would have been one thing if the ambush had happened, but the fact that I didn't save, come on, guy! You were the one who was always advocating for saving anytime you get a chance, and then you let yourself get taken out by that nonsense. A previous playthrough. I had a proper Let's Play of this game several years ago that I finished. It actually has a bit of an interesting backstory. I think I started it around 2016, 2017, but I was having a lot of technical issues at the time, and then I fell into a very long-standing depression that made me not really want to record anything. And then, like 3 years ago, I just picked that up where I left off with it, and properly finished the game. The playlist for it is linked in the description for every stream. And there's going to be a couple things that I'm not going to be able to show off here. So if you want to see, I'll just point out the specific videos you might want to look at if you want to see everything this game has to offer, and I'm along for the ride. Now I need to figure out how to get through this area again. If I remember correctly, where we want to be is we want to be about in the southwestern section of it, which, looking at this, we can probably get through this way. Now, the nice thing about having Pixie is that Pixie fulfills the, requirements for all of the stat doors, so that makes it very easy to get through all of these. Not long. Yes, Pixie. Your comrade's magic is admirable indeed. You may pass. Just an easy level trick for this part of the Kalpa. So yeah, we want to get to the southwesternmost section. Let me see, what is this guy looking for? Is he looking for a specific demon? With the pass, let one of great agility step forward? We happen to have several fast demons. But Pixie should just be fine. I think every single one of these doors requires a demon that has a stat of 25. If I recall correctly, I think Mitama boosts. This is the one time the game would actually just outright ignore Mitama bonuses. You can't use Mitama boosts. What are you, crazy? We're also high enough level at this point that we can mostly just ignore everything that we come across. Nothing wants to mess with me. You know who else has great magic? My mom! Alrighty, moving on over here. A little maze of doors, as is so unusual for the Labyrinth of Amala. What's this place called again? Alrighty, through here. Can you feel it? I can feel great power from this door, which leads below. Something even stronger than Beelzebub. I would actually contest that, but whatever. You can choose to believe that, Tautier? Let's see, if you wish to pass, let one who embodies chaos step forward. Let's give up on this door. I forget who specifically he's looking for. I don't think it's Black Frost. I know it's a specific... Oh, it's probably Beelzebub specifically. Titania and Barong. Let me see here. I better get my party set up ahead of time. We're actually going to bench Dante here, keep Red Rider, and bring in Daisojo. Your regular show was so good. I need to watch regular show again. It's been a while. Alrighty. Now, the reason I want to use Daisojo for this fight is purely because he is immune to Expel type attacks. If there was not Expel type attacks being thrown my way, I would totally just use Pixie instead. But Daisojo is just good enough for our purposes. Actually, you know what? I don't want Black Frost. I actually want Wukong for this battle. Oh yeah, Courage the Cowardly Dog was one of my favorite shows as a kid. There is actually one episode of that show that scared me as a kid. I mostly recognized that it was a comedy when I was a kid, but there was one episode that absolutely terrified me. It was the Spirit of the Harvest Moon episode, you know, where the Spirit of the Harvest Moon was the creepy white face. Magic. Magic is quite good in this game. It's highly underrated by most of its player base. Another callback to the old SMT games with the soundtrack here. Cullen. I can see by the darkness in your soul that you have chosen to disregard my warning. Yeah, I was never... I see a lot of people say that one scared them. I was never scared of that one. I guess I just was too used to, like, CG shows like the real Johnny Quest Adventures and Beast Wars that I just didn't find, like, I didn't really see much uncanny about the Pharaoh in that episode. I can see by the darkness... Okay, I already said that. I also just found the way he said return the slab to be funny. You are beyond the point of redemption. I cannot turn a blind eye to the fallen angel's abominable plan to foster the birth of a new demon. For the record, you can actually do this fight no problem and totally redeem yourself. Judgy much? Delivering the candelabra to the Labyrinth of Amala is just as grave a sin. Listen, fiend, foul demon whose soul is tainted with darkness. Listen and tremble in fear! I am Metatron. I am one with God. By his will, I shall destroy you. Yeah. The Space Squid one was really good. Yeah. Feel the wrath of God, disciple of darkness. We've got Metatron here. Hey, you're copying my poses here. Anyways, face my judgment, accursed spirit. And like so many other bosses, he gets the first go, but I was prepared for that, so not much he was able to accomplish with that one. Anyways, what we're going to do here is we're going to set up some buffs and debuffs. Now, like a lot of enemies at this point, Metatron does have access to Deikaja and Dekunda, but he's not super liable to use them right away, so if we just set up pretty lightly, we won't have to worry too much about him getting rid of our stuff. There he goes with the Deikaja, but I'm not too pressed about that. He's still got a Debilitate in effect, so we're still pretty fine there. I'm actually going to pass my turn here. Let's get Tarukaja set up. Yeah, it's a cool design, very distinctive also. We'll want to get another Debilitate onto him with Red Rider. We do have to be mindful about Daisojo, because at this point he has really, really low HP. If we're lucky, Spiral Viper will crit. Spiral Viper has a 30% crit rate compared to... Nice! That lets me just keep up the pressure on this guy. Spiral Viper only has a 30% crit rate compared to Deadly Fury's 50%, but that's still good enough for me. C is for Cookie, and that's good enough for me. Let's Actually, make sure that we're at full MP at all times. There we go. Gonna pass, have Red Rider pass his turn here. Go for another Spiral Viper. Boom! I-beams! Metatron! There comes the Dekunda. I'm not too pressed about that. Holy Wrath, even if it could hit us, that's a percent-based HP attack. It lowers your HP by 50%, so it's not really that big of a threat. Let's see here. Gonna go for Rakukaje here. Get another Debilitate set up. There we go. Let's just pass here. And get Tarukaja set up also. Ooh! That's unfortunate. We only got one Dekunda up there, so that's not that big. Ooh, or Debilitate up there. That's unfortunate, but not the end of the world. We can get him back in. No problem. I have Bombs of Rising to use up here. These are no good if we don't use them, so I'm actually going to sandbag a little bit and wait until our next turn comes back around. So let's just do Rakukaja to get our defense up a little bit, and do Prayer here. Make sure we're at full HP. Okay, there comes the Deikuga. Not too big a deal. And Holy Wrath does literally nothing to us, so I'm not all that worried about that. Now we can get Red Rider back in, no problem. So it'll be a bit of a gradual, grindy battle, but we should win after enough time passes. Let's see here. Yeah, let's do Rakukaja. We will need to periodically throw up Chakra Pots at Red Rider, because Debilitate's going to burn through his MP really fast. There we go. Let's go for the Spiral Viper here, since I've got that primed. I believe Metatron has 16,000... Oh, I didn't have a focus up, damn it. Let's go Tarukaja then. Let's see here. Do Debilitate. Going to focus real quick. And while I still have our attack power up, let's go for Hasso Hapa here and see if we get a crit. Yes, we did. Alright, not bad. We will now go for Prayer here. Okay, Mahamon is basically a free turn. Let's go for Spiral Viper once again. Nice! Beautiful. Let's see here. I'll just do Hasso Hapa. Another crit. Let's do Tarukaja here. Should be able to squeeze in a Wind Cutter while we're at it. There we go. Get another focus primed up. We'll go for another Hasso Hapa crit. Not super necessary that we get it, but it would be nice. Yeah, no crit there. You dare oppose me, demon? Then I shall crush you with my full strength! Okay, now he's going for the buffs, and honestly, that's kind of fine by me. That works out better for us more than anything. Let me see here. I already got that in effect. If that's the case, let me see here. I want to pass and actually try to buff up the team a little bit. Let's go for Prayer here. Let's pass that. Do Spiral Viper since we got that primed. Boom. Unfortunately, no crit on that one, so that didn't really go as I was hoping. And no crit on that one either. I was kind of hoping to get a meditation in. We're going to have to do that at this point. Don't forget, he's got a Tarukaja up now, so he's operating with a buff in effect. Alright. Since I don't really need to worry about keeping it anyway, why don't we use one of our Beads of Life here? We're just going to be loading it back into the inventory anyway, so to keep things simple. Let's do this. Let's get Tarukaja up. I've played a couple of Souls-like games. I've played Demon Souls, and I've played Bloodborne. I've never actually finished those games. I've probably played at least one game. Well, I was playing Cradle of Nightmare the other day, which that's obviously a Souls-inspired game. Right down to literally having the Souls as the main currency in EXP. There we go. Wasn't as good as I would have liked, or not as good as I could have hoped for, but it was fine enough. Let me see here. Let's do Rakukaja here since his power is up a little bit. Alright, he's going for the debilitates now. That's actually a little unfortunate, but we can probably still work around that. Okay. Go. And we can get a debilitate onto him. Alright, what's he gonna go for next? Okay, the Dekunda is actually pretty unfortunate. Alright. What we got here? Alright, that's already in effect. Now we need to actually put some thought into how I'm approaching this. I want to make sure I have his debuffs taken off of me. I don't really care about Makakaja, or rather the magic debuff, so that's not a big deal. We can hit him with Debilitate here. Get a Spiral Viper. If we're lucky, this will crit for us. Okay, yes, it did. Nice. Let me do Rakukaja here. Completely stuff his Debilitate. Lord, give me the strength to vanquish the spirit of evil. Yeah, you can do that, my guy, but it's not really going to help you. Alright. What I'm going to do here is focus once again. Let's go for Hasohapa here. Yes, okay, that's perfect. This lets me get the ideal turn. We will prayer once again. Then do Debilitate here. Hey, guess what? Metatron! I-beams! Looking a little rusted there. Here comes the Fire of Sinai. Oof. Luckily, we did get a dodge there. Let me see. Once again, depending on if Wukong gets a crit here, that's going to determine how this turn plays out. He did not. Alright, so I need to do the prayer here real quick. Let me see. Yeah, let's just pass and do the Spiral Viper again. Nice! Finished with style, hell yeah. Out of here. Utterly annihilated. With devastating force, too, I gotta say. Only 10,000 experience? Honestly, kind of disappointing after all that. What do you got for me, Wukong? This thing stinks, so you can have it. Give me a smelly dismute here. Alright, so, if you do not want the true demon ending, despite what Metatron said, this is your last chance to turn around. If you turn around at this point and not actually meet up with Lucifer at the bottom of the Labyrinth of Amala, you will just be set back on the path for whatever ending you were heading towards originally before defeating Metatron anyway. But, since there is a cutscene to be seen here, why don't we continue on? Yes, you can. It existed in all versions of the Nocturne. It wasn't an HD edition thing. It's actually necessary to have it for completing the time trials, or at the very least, it is very difficult to complete the time trials without it. I was wondering if I would find Dr. Dark here again. If you were paying close attention, you'd notice that this is actually where we ended up at the start of the game. This is the weird dimension we found ourselves in back at the hospital. Back at the hospital? What's this guy got here? At our master's request, I have been waiting for you. Yours is an existence unbound by this world, and for that reason you have infinite potential. Will the battle with God occur as our master wishes? Or will we forever remain in waiting while history repeats itself? I've thought about this at great length. May I ask you a question? Good. Very well. It is true that all living things must perish. Bound by the invisible threads of fate, humans die tragic deaths. Does that seem fair to you? If you lost a loved one in a horrible accident, would you curse God? If you beat all the time trials, then on New Game Plus, you can go to the first burial chamber, and, I forget who it, I don't think it's not Amaterasu. I forget if it's like Yoshitsune or something shows up and grants you an extra press turn, so for the remainder of the playthrough, you have 5 turns for every round of combat. It also, if you had no demons, basically it gives the Demi-Fiend 2 turns by default, turning him into a boss character. That is the main thing people use to beat this game on hard mode solo, because it is very, very up the chance to beat it without that. There's no need to answer, but if you feel that fate has cheated you, then go and see our master. Yes, though long frozen, time shall flow again towards the final battle. But if you want the most powerful team possible, yeah, go complete the time trials. It's also something people who beat the game on normal mode like to use to help them through hard mode. Though honestly, the New Game Plus bonuses in general make hard mode pretty trivial. We got an abyssal elevator here. Let's go down, 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 baby. Lift does not seem to be working? Huh. Oh! Damn it! Fuck. I think we've gotten too far into the Tower of Kagetsuchi. Whoopsie! Oh, damn. Oh my goodness, that's bad. That's really bad. I forgot! If you get too far into the Tower of Kagetsuchi, you're not allowed to actually... You're not allowed to actually go visit Lucifer. Alright, hold on. I have a backup here, let me see. Let me, It's time to consult my own material here. Let's go to youtubes.com. We're going to search through my own playlists here. Oh god, that's embarrassing. I forgot that this happened, honestly. I'm still gonna load my save because it just warps me back faster, but oh, that's embarrassing. Where the hell is my Nocturne playlist? Goodness gracious. Yes, there it is. Okay, blah 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 blah. I gotta find the video here. Okay. Let me mute myself real quick. Actually, no, you can listen to me here. Hold on. Let me just find the spot in the video. This is so embarrassing. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Alrighty, let me get, actually, hold on, let me get OBS up. Let me, create a new scene here real quick. Let me see, add source. Oh, no, wait, I can just, move this up real quick. Let me make sure the desktop is set to the right audio track. I'm getting this set up in real time. I plan to show this cutscene off for the stream, so we're doing it. Damn it! Okay, there we go. Got that. Let me set the window capture to the right thing. There we go. All right. All right. So yeah, just doing a little restream here real quick. Right on down. Now, where are we heading on this? Well, we've been peeping into a specific area with a stage where Lucifer and the Lady in Black have been talking to us. And now, we're the ones being peeped on. We are in the area proper, and we are about to meet them face to face. And with their sufficiently dramatic entrance, yeah, it took us a while, but we finally made it to the bottom. Yeah, you know, after all we've been going through in this game, it actually does feel kind of good to be appreciated. The demons are certainly hyped for us. I clicked through the text so fast here. Very commanding presence. Okay. So yes, the Labyrinth of Amala, one big test to see if we were ready to actually dethrone God.
And yes, this is what leads us back to the Tower of Kagetsuchi. We have to defeat those who are vying to create their own world. I appreciate the recap, but I don't really need it. Looks like we've got quite the battle ahead of us. Or at least we would if I wasn't just going to immediately close the game without saving after this. What do you mean? So it looks like we have fully forsaken our humanity, and with the help of Lucifer, we will now become a full demon. Now, I'm just gonna be blunt with you. This unfortunately does not result in any permanent change to your character's graphics. You see, you just immediately go back to how you were. I thought that was pretty lame when I first played this game. I really wanted there to be like some sort of significant change to the character model, but unfortunately that is not the case.
I do still stand by that, actually.
Now, we did not get
just
any
now.
statistical benefit from that. However, once we descend into the hellish depths of the Amala, we find ourselves right back where we began. Alright. But we just leave the door here, and hey, buddy. Yep. And now, what does that actually do for us? Well, it actually does something pretty substantial. Marugare, our first Magatama. For the longest time, it had a skill that we could not learn, but now we can. The almighty Pierce skill.
Alright, that's enough. You get the idea now. There we go. We were reminiscing a little bit there. You know, I realized I had the game audio on. This was only like 3 years ago, so it was not that long ago. Yeah, at the time I didn't read the text because I was like, oh well, the people can read it themselves, and I realized that was really bad for pacing the videos. Yeah, I thought there's a lot of reasons why it's probably a good idea. I mean, at the time, I just kind of had this really old head mentality, because I used to watch a lot of Red Supre that, like, oh, I shouldn't read the text, because, like, everybody can read it themselves, right? But then I realized, you know, it's just kind of awkward for me to be sitting there just talking over the cutscenes as they happen without really reacting to anything specific. It makes it easier to pace the videos, and it's just convenient for everybody involved. Some people still dislike it if you read the text, but I think more people appreciate it than dislike it. And the future is not bad. I actually feel just fine, as long as I'm not gripped with crippling depression on any given day. Anyways. I hope I didn't accidentally kill you in this fall. I'm sorry. That is actually part of the reason some people like to multitask and let the videos go in the background. So may as well read it to account for those people, right? Those people who can't be bothered to pay attention to me at all times, the fuckers! Ah! I'm kidding. Alrighty, let's get on to the next major side quest here. I did still have the means to show off everything in a playthrough. I had to cite my own material there, but there we go. You see the grave of Masakado. The Lord's blade began to shine. I'm kidding. You're surrounded by a bright light. Here we are at Bondo. What awaits us in the Shrine of Bondo? Well, quite a few things, actually. This is a pretty extensive area. Let's make sure we've got Stoma up still. We do indeed, we do indeed. Been a while since we've heard this song, also. His lordship is in that shrine. You must lower the 4 pillars and defeat the 4 devas in order to see him. Pay attention to our leader. But the 4 devas are really strong, so be careful. Okay? I'll do my best. So we've got 4 devas to topple, each one being... They've got a specific color path you have to take in order to reach them. There are no places to save in Bondo, but you can totally just leave and come back. Leave to save and come back. But we're gonna do it in one shot. Red sun over paradise. Red sun. Let me see here. Yeah, we'll go this way. I'll admit, like, the way these paths are designed, it can actually be really difficult to see if something is actually leading downward or sloping downwards. I've gotten lost in here before because I couldn't realize that a certain path led somewhere. Okay, we want to make sure we have a good team for this, so let's bench Dante and Red Rider, and we're going to take Wukong and Pixie, and this is going to be our boss team for the remainder of the game. Well, I was thinking of Sundowner, damn it, so if we're going to be at an impasse there, I'm just going to go default to Sundowner anyway. This is where I would sing the lyrics to the Hong Kong 97 song if I actually knew them. My one friend does know how to sing that song. I occasionally have him do it for me when I want to remember that and have a laugh. Are you attempting to lower this pillar? If you plan on entering the shrine, overcome my ordeal. Let us begin! There we go. Anyways, now we have 2 sources of debilitate, so this is pretty easy for us to take down now. Let's get a focus up. Actually, real quick, I'm gonna have Wukong just launch it. Okay, want to make sure this guy doesn't have any kind of counterplay to physical attacks. Okay, he goes for buffs. Maziodyne, not too threatened by that. Okay, so this guy's all about Elec. Go for the Beast Eye, you cheating asshole. You already used Dragon Eye. Haha, fool. He's immune. Alright, let's do Hades Blast here. No crit, unfortunately. Which does stall us out a little bit. Alright, let's get the Spiral Viper popped off here. Ah, yeah, beautiful. Let me go with Sukukaja, actually. Arrgh! 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 We didn't get to see much of Moat, so this guy's imagine Moat doing this. Luckily, he keeps attacking the guy who's functionally immune to all that. You know what? Debilitate! And we can just Media Rahan back up. Alright. Okay, got another focus primed. I'm just gonna go for Hasso Happa on this one. There we go. And Black Frost, punch him in the dick real quick. Boom! Hey! Macarena. Hey! There we go. Alrighty. Well, since he's already down a little bit, may as well do the debilitate there. Let's hit the Spiral Viper real quick. Hit that Yoinky Sploinky. Okay. Let's do Hasso Happa. There we go. And go for another Ball Punch. Always attacking Black Frost. Yep. It's honestly an impressive level of cruelty there. Hey! Hey! Luckily, Black Frost is functionally immune to that. Oh, hey, I can get off a Hades Blast while I'm at it. Let me see here. Alright. Do we have focus up? We don't? Alright, I want to actually up a Rakukaja so that we're staying ahead of his magic power. Hiya! Hiya! We're actually about to see what I have Endure for. There we go. See? No problem there. Okay, we will want to be mindful, though, because that is our one use of Endure, used up for the battle. There we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Better assume, though, that he is going to actually get another turn, so we'll Hades Blast him. And we'll do Debilitate here to counteract some of the magic power gains he's given himself. Hiya! Nice, there we go. Alright, we're in the clear now. Hit him with another Hades Blast real quick. Nice. Let's see here. Do Rakukaja again. Gonna have to get our MP restored after this battle. Nice. Pixie, go slap him in the balls real quick. There we go. Hiya! This one, this is definitely not Bishamonten. Which one is this? This is Zoto. The Devas always have the same names. You're probably thinking, Wukong down there. He actually has been, renamed a few times. Let's see, Satan Taisei in some games, and, I think he's, in the HD version, he's, Shiten Daisheng. I don't remember offhand, actually. He's had his name changed a couple times across different releases of the game. Gonna have to, actually restore some MP at some point. Okay. Yeesh, how much HP does this guy have? Okay, here. Let's just... Okay, there we go. God! Well done. Hey, Vitality Incense, hell yeah! Nice. Alright. Let's pop that immediately, get a little bit more HP. Alright, there we go. And let's see here. While we are running on to the next boss, we'll want to have Daisojo getting a little bit of MP back to the party. No, I think actually, I think this dragon here is Xinglong. Long has been pretty consistently called Long, but I think they recently gave him his full name. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, though, because I've been playing a lot of Persona 3 recently, that this guy is Wukong, Satan Taisei, and I want to say is Shiten Daisheng. You know what? I got the GitHub here. Let me just go look at the HD version real quick. So, hold on. Now you got me, like, thinking, like, what is this guy called, actually? So, let's see here. GitHub. I want to go to the HD version of Nocturne. Let's see. Oh, no, wait. I just got the... Let's see. Yeah, it was a Shiten Daisheng is Wukong in the HD version. There we go. Yeah, you'll have to forgive my gringo Chinese. Unfortunately, not a language I've really done much to study. But very obvious when I was playing Cradle of Nightmare the other night. I think I went through like 30 different pronunciations of Li Qing's name. Anyways, that's one of the divas down. One of the divas dusted, as they say. Nobody says that. Get 50k Maka there also. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright, what do we got here? Blarong! Anyways, Hades Blast! There we go. Just take this one out, I guess. And Deadly Fury. That's okay. We actually should be able to just meditate this guy to death. Oh, never mind. That's okay, though. Alright, not too bad. Alrighty. Now we can restore some of the MP to Pixie. There we go. Looking good, looking good. Let's see. I have to try and remember how the heck to get through this place. Let's see, this doesn't go down, does it? It goes down! Oh, it doesn't. No, I'm telling you, it goes down! Oh, shit! That video is a classic. I hope those guys were okay. Thor is not one of the Devas. Let's see, the Devas are Zocho, Jikokuten, Bishamonten, and, oh god, who's the other one? His name is escaping me right now. We'll see them all eventually anyway, don't you worry. Boom, 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 boom. Guess I'll just go for another Hades Blast. There we go. Damn, Barong is, yeah, Barong's pretty good. Oh, shit! Didn't see that one coming. Well, may as well do the Sama Recarmen battle. Poor Black Frost. Yeah, he just got annihilated there. Unfortunately, we're not gonna... I don't think we're gonna get to a high enough level to fuse Shiva in this playthrough, sadly, so, we'll just have to leave that to the could-have-beens. Let's see here. You have so much, NP, Pixie. That is impressive. Okay, there we go. What do we find down here? The effect of the repel wore off. Well, just cast it again, Pisaka. I'm a slave driver for this poor guy. Please, can I stop his stomaing? His lordship is up there. Hey, David, we already defeated Metatron. Sorry that you missed that. Shiva from Final Fantasy, yeah, she is pretty top tier. But we've already defeated Metatron, and then I realized I had already entered the Tower of Kagatsuchi, so we couldn't see the cutscene after it, so I had to awkwardly dig out a video from my own Let's Play to show it off. Ooh, God! I know, that is the extent of it, but hey, it has proven to be pretty reliable up to this point, so maybe he's onto something here. Okay, now we can put Daisojo back on the bench. We can bring out Wukong once again. Do I have anyone in the back line who can do healing for us? When I think about it, I don't think I do. Black Frost, do some quick medicine here. Alrighty, lower the pillar. Lower the pillar! Let's see, we got Jikoku here. Are you attempting to lower this pillar? If you plan on entering the shrine, then you must defeat me. Now let us fight! How unexpected! Alright, second verse, same as the first, really. We're mostly going to approach this the same exact way. We'll see what this guy does, and try not to formulate a slightly better plan. We'll focus here. Same as before, I just want to do a quick check on this guy, just to make sure he doesn't have any kind of physical counter. Looks like these guys all kind of approach this the same way. That actually works out pretty nice for us, because, yeah, Black Frost just eats those for breakfast. Alright. Let's get Debilitate on this guy. Yeah, Harlot is Mother Harlot. Earlier games, they couldn't extend the character limit at all, so they just called her the Harlot. She's not the mother of harlots, she's just a harlot. There we go, defense has improved. This works out beautifully for us. Okay. Since he's fully debilitated, I can just spam Hades Blast. Let's get Media Rahan up. Let's go for a focus here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna start upping my attack power a bit. Because honestly, if he just does Mabufu Dine, that instantly ends his turn, so I don't really need to stay too far ahead of his magic power. We'll want to keep an eye on how much damage that's dealing, though. There we go. Let's go for attack. Let's do Spiral Viper. There we go. And Rakukaja now, because I didn't get a crit at all in that turn. No. Well, sometimes, sometimes you just gotta deal with that. Sometimes you get a little cult going, you know? A little cult action. It's like elevator action, but you know, as long as nobody starts passing around Kool-Aid, we should be fine. Alright, focus again. That's Tarukaja. Go for Hades Blast here. Dibs on treasure in the Kool-Aid stash! Oh. No, hit the Black Frost. Alright. Playing a little risky there, but, you know, life is fun when you take some risks every now and again. Alright, Media Rahan once more. Let me see here. Let's hit the... Actually, you know what? Let's do Tarukaja. Let's do Hades Blast. No crit there, so I gotta pass. But that let me get in an extra attack boost there, so Spiral Viper should deal some pretty good damage here. Okay, very good. Just send my I-beam right into his crotch. There we go. That is the guaranteed turn-in for him. There's a cosplay for everyone out there. My favorite is that one old guy who did the cosplay of the guy in the car just doing the huge eye pop. That one was pretty good. You know what, let's just go for a normal attack here. Nice! We should be good to just finish this guy off, so let's just get to work on that ass. There we go. Are you volunteering? I was gonna do it, but you know what? Just pushes him into the way of it. What do you got for me, Wukong? Take this. Oh yeah. Hey, we got. You saying I'm repulsive here? Well, what are you trying to communicate to me with that? Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little disrespected here. This is what I have to put up with. Let's bring in Dice Sojo once again. I'm trying to remember what the text for the Dark Priest is in term. Like Van has a huge grin on his face. Quick, make your coin flip, bitch. Let's see here. Alright, so I see that pillar there that we have yet to raise, so now we have to find a way to get to that pillar, which I think we're going to have to take quite a trip back. I think at this point I have to start taking a different light. Can we take the red one from over here? Huh. Yeah, I have no idea how I've really connected back to everything. Let me see here. We'll want to get around to the other side so we can get up to the red light there. Right. And hopefully I'm following this path correctly. Okay, that was a dead end that we saw before. This is also a... Yes, this is also a dead end. Okay. Oh god, I always get lost in this place. Maybe we should take the yellow light again, see where that warps us, and see if it can help me find a better path to go. Oh. Actually, did I even take the yellow light? Sorry, all the paths in this place look very similar to each other, so it's actually pretty easy to lose track of where you have and have not gone. But hey, the important thing is that we've already stomped one of the Devas, and we're going to just beat the hell out of the next one that comes across us. Okay, so that takes me back here. Next up, okay, yeah, well, now we'll take the red light path. Oh, good. Sorry. I wonder what he meant by that. Ah, goodness. Alright, so here we are at this one. I'm actually thinking of how I want to approach this battle. Let's see. I do still got some chakra drops, so I should use those, honestly. Just to make sure that we're topped off. There we go. These are no good if we don't use them. Who is in this one? Will you lower the pillar? I plan to lower the pillar. No, Bishamonten is fire, so that's, we can sub in, or we can keep, speaking of Bishamonten, here he is. Or Bishamon. I was wondering what warrior was strong enough to enter here. Well, if it wasn't Cullen. So, are you trying to get into the shrine? Then you should already know that you must defeat me, or the path shall never be opened. Ah, dude, cheating asshole! Just, you get to do that. Ooh. Good thing I have a. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. Ouch. Okay. Let's see. Let's pass here. Let's get Rakukaja up. Let's get to Debilitate up. It's the Fat Fuck Friday cult! Okay, he does do fire, though. That's good. Alright. Definitely gonna want to take this one slowly. Despacito. Luckily, for the first time, Black Frost's niche option of having Sukukaja will actually come pretty in handy here. Nice! Just end his turn immediately there. Alright, so get Sukukaja up. Poison burgers instead of poison Kool-Aid. Alright. Let's get this up. Alright, that's already in effect. Yeah, let's just do the Spiral Viper right away. Let's... Kaja. Just want to make sure that nothing too nasty squeaks through here. I'll say, that was a pretty cool start to the battle, though. Hellfire. Gotcha, gotcha. He is just called that. He is also just called that universally. Part of it is not necessarily translation. Just part of the names have gotten changed as they've released new versions of the game. Let's see here. Just get all this up. And we should be good to go here. Tempest. Nice, okay. We've got this in the bag now. I should just be able to do Hades Blast with Black Frost, and if we get a crit, that is beautiful. Okay. Actually, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pass to Tarukaja. This monkey man looks like Wukong to me. We could also call him Son Goku. Just gonna keep eyeballing this guy's dick. Eyeball lasering this guy's dick until he falls over. I respect the effort there, but it was never gonna work. That's his name on my Switch copy, also. I'm not trying to, like, be... I feel like I'm coming across badly here. I'm playing the... Oh, you think I'm playing the HD version. This is the original PS2 version of the game. It has a different translation than the Switch version. I think that's where you're getting confused. This is the PS2 version of the game. So that's why the names are different. Boom, 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 boom. This guy doesn't have much in the way of counterplay, I'm noticing. But hey, that works out for me. Whoa. If only I could get focus on the Black Frost also, but oh well. Here's to the could have beens. Okay, I didn't want to, like, I felt like I was coming across badly with that, but yeah, this is the PS2 version of the game, so that's why the names are different. Haha, dodge with a plum. Hey, don't bully Pixie! What is wrong with you, my guy? Oh, hey, he's going for prominence. Not that it really helped him, but he went for prominence. Nice. Alright. Let's focus here. We'll pass. Go for Hades Blast. Okay, good. That means I can go for a little kiss from Pixie here. Oh, yeah, there we go! Well done. By the way, if you press the beauty marks on Vanet's face at the same time, he turns into a giant pistol like Megatron. That's a consequence of the Russian. I don't even know what kind of joke I meant. No, wait. If it was a consequence of being Russian, then it would be an AK-47. Test that right now, and let me know what you turn into. I like it when my guys look like Stan Smith from American Dad. Yeah, I should probably bring Dice Dojo back in, but I'm feeling kind of lazy. Cruelty. Oh shit! Playing a little risky there. I didn't realize Avenge was on the table. Alright. You know, at this point, I got a couple great chakras, right? Also, I got that incense that I should probably use. Let me just look at my items here. Yeah, I've got so many great chakras. Why don't I just use those when I get to the next fight? Also, use my incenses here. Hey, look! We've got 666 hit points! I didn't even really plan for that. We're looking pretty solid there. That's a good thing to pick up. Alright, so now we have to find a way to get to a different portal. A portal of some different variety. Yes, this place is a very easy to get lost in maze, so... We only have one more diva to defeat, and then we're done. And the last one, I think I'll sub in, Red Rider for Black Frost, because he'll be immune to whatever he's gonna do. I think he will be, anyway. I hope. Okay, this guy is resistant to physical. Is he resistant to Maziodine? He is not. Let's, do Windcutter. Out of here. See, that still has value. Spiral Viper is cool, but Windcutter is still useful. It's putting in work for us. Okay. And then Windcutter. Ah! Boom, 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 boom. Alright, what's up over this way? Does this even go anywhere? This does not seem to go anywhere. Oh no, I am horribly lost, and there is no map for this area, so we just have to bumble and stumble through it until eventually we find what we're looking for. Let's see. So I think I came from over there. What about right here? This just leads back to the pillar, right? Yeah, okay. Ah, goodness. There is somewhere where there is another ramp that I'm not seeing because it's very difficult to actually see the ramps here. Damn inner cloister. We're so close to done with this place. We've defeated 3 of the 4. We are 75% done with this place. I see the pillar right there. Why can't Demi-Fiend jump? I ask you. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay, that's a different portal. We're making progress here. We are finding our way. Let's take this cube right here. Get another 50k Maka. Yeah, the game is very, very close to over. This is the last side quest we can do. Once we're done with this, we can go back to the Tower of Kagetsuchi, we can go defeat Chiaki, and then we can defeat the Kagetsuchi itself and just say F you to this whole reason nonsense. I see you driving around town with the girl I love, and I'm like, fuck you. Sorry, just remembering songs once again. Alright. Like I said, I am actually going to sub out Black Frost for Red Rider here. And real quick, let me use a Great Chakra. That's going to bother somebody that I just used that so casually like that. There's a pillar. Will you lower the pillar? I will indeed lower the pillar. Komoku, that's who I was forgetting. Are you attempting to lower this pillar? Let's find out if the battle is an ordeal or divine retribution. Prepare yourself! Okay. Let's get the debilitates going here. Pass. Let's do Rakukaja. Another debilitate. Actually, the way the turn order happens to line up here, this actually makes it easier to get 3 debilitates in. Ha 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 ha! Ooh, he's going for Rakukaja. do here... Actually, real quick. Once again, I'm pretty sure that these all these guys are vulnerable to that. I just wanted to be absolutely positive on that. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Alright, so he goes for Rakikaja and Rakunda. That's fine. Alright, I think I know how I want to approach this. Let's get Focus primed once again. Alright, let's do Tarukaja. Yep. Ooh, that's unfortunate. I actually have a good answer to that, though, unintentionally. Let's see, I got Focus primed, right? Yes, I do. Okay, so let's do Tarukaja again. And conveniently, Red Rider has Dekunda, so we can just completely shove off or ignore his... what is it? His Rakundas. Ha 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 ha. Yeesh, ow. That was unfortunate. Let's see here. Okay. What am I gonna do here? Keep this up again. Let's get... let's do Dekunda. Once I get all our Tarukajas up, I should be able to take a bit more of an offensive approach to this. Nice. Alrighty. I'm gonna use a Chakra Pot on Pixie here to get her MP healed up. There we go. Let me see here. Let's do Debilitate on him again. Ha 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 ha. Yeesh, that was unfortunate. There goes Pixie's Endure. See, I think this is the last Tarukaja I need to get up. Okay, the limit's already been reached, damn. That was a waste. Let's debilitate him again. Oh, just most of his stuff is completely debilitated down. Nice. Alrighty. With that taken care of, now we should be able to really lay into this guy. There we go. Because I'll just do Terror Blade. Alright, we should be able to finish him off next turn. This guy proved to be surprisingly tricky. Not anything I couldn't handle, but pulled out some options I wasn't expecting. Deathbound is probably the most threatening thing he has, though. Those crits. Let's just pass. Do Spiral Viper. Oh, Jesus! Leave something to bury, Demi-Fiend. Good God. Well done. To say the least, to say the least. Hey, level up and an agility incense. Let me see, I'm gonna go for vitality again. Do not need Dear Rahan. We are past such such petty needs here. Nice! That wasn't too bad, that wasn't too bad. I'm glad these guys have proven to be a little bit challenging, with all the pillars down. The Shrine of Bando has descended. So now we have the means to get into there. Let's see. Where am I actually looking to enter this place from, though? We'll find it, we'll find it. Let's see. I'll head down this way to start. I was kind of hoping it would be at the top, so that once we entered it, we could just leave it immediately. Fortunately, it wasn't too difficult to get into it. Now, I'm just going to run in here completely half-cocked, because I am not at all scared of what's going to happen in here. Why would that be, though? Who doth awaken me from my slumber? Huh. So, thou art the demon who came from afar? I am Masakado Taira, the guardian of Tokyo for the last 1,000 years. Thou art Cullen, art thou not? The king of chaos who have gained the powers of demons despite being human. Cullen, why hast thou come this far to see me? I want to say hi. Lend me your power. Yeah, no problem. Hey, if it's good, right? It doesn't have to be masterful. So thou hast come for mine assistance. But thy Tokyo is a Tokyo my light cannot reach. I cannot set foot in thy world. Let me ask thee a question. Wilt thou bring peace to Tokyo? Yeah, of course. Then I shall lend thee my power. You obtain the Magatama Masakados. Farewell. Be it a new world, it is still Tokyo. Thou art the new guardian of the land. That is the only place that you see Masakado. You cannot fuse him, and you don't actually have to fight him. He's just here, and he gives you Masakados. Masakados is the ultimate Magatama, boosting all of your stats, except for luck by 10, nullifies everything but almighty. You know what? Vanna inspired me. Fuck it, why don't we just run this for the rest of the game? We worked hard to get it, and I got blue-balled by Lucifer, so I claim the right to use Masakados now. I know, it is an incredible reward. Makes the game... Honestly, it makes it a little too easy, which is why I was initially thinking to not use it, but you know what? Fuck it, I've done this fairly before. Yeah, you gotta learn from this, Lucifer. This is a reward. Though to be fair, I will say, in the grand scheme of things, Pierce from Marogare probably is the better reward, funnily enough. Let's see, let's get our team reorganized so that we have our options for defeating everything really easily. Look at how they disrespected my goat. I know! It is really disappointing that they don't do anything with him beyond this. But hey, he did also give us the most broken Magatama in the game, so who's to say if this is a bad thing or not? Anyways, that is Bando completed. We are donezo with Bando. The effect of Repel wore off, but I'm just going to slap that back on again. Alright, with Masakados at our disposal, we're looking pretty solid here. Let me use this agility incense also. Actually, did that cap out my agility? No, not even close. For some reason, I thought my agility was higher than it actually was. Anyways, we're not going back into the Tower of Kagetsuchi right away, because instead we're going to the Assembly of Nihilo Marunouchi entrance in order to warp back to the top of the Tower of Kagetsuchi, or at least as close to the top as we have reached. The arbitrary third point of the Tower of Kagetsuchi. Guess what, mannequins? The boys are back in town. Your boys. Righty. Let us make our save here once again. There we go. This time I actually will be retaining our progress thus far. It's a good thing Van had got up to go leave and do something, because he would be very unhappy with what we're about to encounter. Alrighty. Save done. I will swing by the healing fountain real quick just to top off our HP and MP. Into the Fountain of Life we go. I will say, we got those things done quicker than I was expecting. Also, look at all the money we got. Not that I'm going to use it, but we got it. Oh no, the game is just enabling materialism within me. Anyways, let's actually explore this area a little bit, just to talk to the people around. I don't think these guys are really going to stand much of a chance against us. Yeah, I've actually 100%ed SMT4, filled out the compendium, and gotten all of the endings for it. I still need to finish 4 Apocalypse. I got to the fight with Krishna, and then I just I didn't have a good team for it, and I wasn't really interested in slamming my head against it. I gotta go back and finish that at some point. I say that about a lot of games. Showtime! I find it kind of funny that I've 100%ed 4, because I'm not even really a big fan of 4. I wouldn't even put it, like, if I were to make a top 5, I have a hard time playing favorites, but if I were to make a top 5, I don't think 4 would actually make it into that list for Megaten games, but it's the game that I've done the most with also. I think it was just, I was already playing it, and I took it with me on a vacation, and I just said, fuck it, while I have downtime, I may as well 100% SMT4. Oh, I've also 100%ed Devil Survivor. Fuck, I 100%ed Devil Survivor twice. I 100%ed it on 3DS, and then I 100%ed it on my emulator for my Let's Play. I like to think that's a pretty good amount of dedication to a game. You know what, screw it, let's just do the Deadly Fury. Please make this a real world. Another game I need to go back and revisit is SMT Strange Journey. The only ending I've ever gotten for Strange Journey is the Chaos ending, because that one's a lot easier to get on DS than the Neutral or Law endings. Mem Aleph is no joke. I'm tired of climbing. You gotta put a little bit more dedication into it, my guy, my mannequin. Oh, it's you again. I decided to follow Futomimi's will and create a world of mannequins, so I came all the way here just to tell Kagetsuchi, make it! But there's a problem. I can't think of a reason! I mean, is that not good enough a reason all its own? Come on, my guy. Over here we got a treasure. 3 life stones. I'll be sure to make good use of those, I guess. And nothing can stop me now. I'm rolling. Yeah, I was deliberating on using the Deadly Fury on the Abaddon, because I was like, well, what if it counters me? But then I remembered, wait, I've got Masakados. Even if it does counter me, it doesn't matter. I'm being silly here. Nice, there we go. And then, just take him out. Boom, boom, bow, wow. Alrighty. On to the next one. What do you got? Oh my god. We're going to have a lot of enemies who are going to try and get in our way as we try to finish the game. May as well windcutter this guy. It's efficient, it's efficient. I played Devil May Cry 2 once, and I beat both Dante and Lucia's story, and that one experience with the game was enough for me. I have not revisited since then. I do have the PC version of it with the HD collection, but there's a Mantra Demon up ahead. He might hit us with his hammer, and if we get near him, I already have a pounding headache. You're gonna get hammered. That's what I'm doing today. You can sense a strong power from the end of the hall. Nice, the piano is kicked back in. I didn't imagine that we would meet here. Neither did I imagine that you would become this strong. But in your case, I should have expected the unexpected. Do you remember me? I remember you. I am Thor. Our paths have not crossed since the fall of the mantra. It seems that you and I have different objectives in climbing this tower. As a follower of Yosuga, I must annihilate you. The world of Yosuga shall be built upon your lifeless body. Prepare to meet your doom. And time to fight Thor once again. I am God of Thunder, Thor. And then Mike Tyson says, take some aspirin then. Little joke I learned from my mom. Oh, what am I even doing here? I'm focusing. Honestly, I was supposed to sub Dante out for somebody else. Fuck it, just Rebellion him. Go for the crit. There we go. Yeah, I feel kind of bad for him with that, honestly. Anyways, Spiral Viper. You are not able to stand up to my I-beams, Thor. Nice, I'm glad I actually got the crit there like I was supposed to. Let's hit him with another Hades Blast here. Or a Hades Blast, since I didn't really hit him with a first one. And Spiral Viper! There we go. I could have focused to power that up. You have grown strong. Oh, dude, he's got Dekunda. Good for him, honestly. Not that it's really helping him out that much, but it is a thing that he has. Let me focus here. Hopefully get the crit with Rebellion. Oh, did his attributes change in this phase? You were almost kind of cool there, but whatever, I'll debilitate him now, I guess. It's a good thing I learned that before I tried to hit into him. Wind Cutter. Let's see here. Pass. Wind Cutter here. There we go, he's down. I guess my journey ends here. Looks like Thor's summer vacation is over. How can this be? My powers are no match for yours? Even so, Lady Chiaki will certainly build a strong world with the teachings of Yosuga as its basis. Even though I will die here, Yosuga is... I'm glad they subtitled it that time, honestly. You defeated Thor. Alrighty, let's get a little bit of healing going here. Boom. Make our way over here. Hey, wait a second. Oh no, here we go. What's going on? I'm back here again? I'll never make it to Lady Chiaki's side at this rate. Let me check my map. Hope you are ready. This is everyone's favorite in a Megami Tensei game. The teleporter maze. Here we go. So yes, there are teleporters, and they throw us around. Let me see. I actually want to Wind Cutter that Rhonda out of here. So, let's get to work on these guys. Because we have one last major puzzle to get through here, the teleporter maze. Everybody's favorite in a Mega 10 game. Everyone loves to see him. I gotta use the chakra elixir. We just killed Thor, so be thankful. We're never gonna see Thor again. He is dead, and I killed him. Now we're in the teleporter maze, so be prepared for that. Oh, whoops, that was Dante. Also, we got the ultimate Magatama Masakados that makes us immune to everything except almighty attacks. Yep. Don't worry though, we killed him in devastating fashion. It will be a closed casket funeral for him. If Yosuga even does funerals. Anyway, teleporter maze time. I do not remember the path through this teleporter maze, so be prepared for me to get lost periodically. Please throw the rappel back on. There we go. Alright. I want to go this way. Boom, boom. That Mata in the center is bad, because he drains physical. I remember that. Let's hit him with that. Then we can do a showtime. Showtime. There we go. Have to restore some of Dante's MP eventually. Luckily, he can just provoke some MP onto himself. Nice little option that he has there. I think I want to go this way. Possibly not, possibly not. We will see. Ah, that just took me right back to the start. Well, since we're back this way, why don't we check this one out and see where it takes us? That just... okay. Thanks, I guess. Everybody loves the teleporter mazes. You love the teleporter mazes. Let me get another chakra elixir onto Black Frost there. Mostly just gonna spend time restoring MP for the party, because why not? Then I can Deadly Fury through these guys. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. And again, I don't have to worry about the Retaliate anymore, because I'm just immune to everything. Beautiful reward, beautiful reward. Thank you, Black Frost. His diorama is proving to be surprisingly valuable here. I've been using that a lot. I was pretty sure this was just gonna, yeah, send me back, but I wanted to check it out anyway, just to be clear on that. Hello, Mr. Oni. I'm having similar problems to you, I can tell. I'm not too pressed about that anymore. I'm not afraid of you anymore. You hear that? I want to say the top floor is 666. That seems like a safe bet. Have we already passed 466? I honestly wasn't looking. I've played this game so many times that I was just like, we'll get there when we get there. Reinforcements. There we go. Why use any brain power when it's not necessary? Okay, we're on floor 418. Yeah, I'm just going to assume it's floor 666. There are certain things that happen in Megaten games that you can frequently predict. Let me see here. Oh, God. Do you think it's like an aggravated attack on you or something? Oh, wait, yeah, what? Oh, I'm seeing that now. What, why? People should be able to say 69 nice if they want to. Also, that's an annoying thing to have happen. Yep. Luckily, I got Dekunda here, so we can just get rid of these stat debuffs. I know, I looked at it. I'm not sure why Miss Fall 69 got deleted. Cert 69, nice. Yeah, what? I was just about to suggest that, Vanit. Damn it! How dare you do my joke before I do it? I got one friend, he really hates the 6-7 meme. He gets so mad when it comes up. No discussion of Tekashi 6-9, but you can talk about Tekashi 6-7. Actually, don't talk about Tekashi at all. I completely forgot what I was doing here. YouTube will headshot you if you say 69. Just gonna wind cutter this asshole out of here. There we go. Nice. Another level up for the Red Rider. We're looking pretty good here. Ageist. I would rather not tick up for the guy who's been filmed having sex with a 13-year-old. Personally, I'm not trying to make a judgment on you or anything. I'm assuming you haven't heard about that. Or maybe you have and you're being ironic here. That's not a big deal either way. I've never actually... The only song I partially know from him is that one that he did with Nicki Minaj. After he had been arrested, of course, because Nicki makes questionable choices like that. What am I doing here? Just gonna cutter this guy out of here. I'm just a human being. I guess I can understand that. Just checking the news every day to see if Kanye West has finally died, so I can go back to listening to Graduation in peace. Let's see here. Okay, I'll go this way. Boom. Fuck. We're gonna be here for a while. Where did they even take me? Bam. You will never come back. They will take you out. Guess I'll wind cutter this one. Okay, go for the provoke. Bam, 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 bam. Alright. Which way do I even want to take here? Nope, not that way. Just immediately go into the teleporter. Oh god, where even am I? It's a good thing I set aside an entire stream for this one, because we were not going to be beating this within an hour last time. Well, at least I got the cash cube, and 20,000 Maka. Not that that matters, because we are literally not going to be buying anything for the remainder of the game. Did that one get, kept... Streamlabs is okay with it, but YouTube is not. Yeah, for whatever reason, YouTube just like, no, you cannot say 69. This is aggravated towards anyone who is 69 years old, honestly. What are you doing here, YouTube? Out of here. Will YouTube get angry if I'm on a floor that's a multiple of 69? can't rule out the possibility. I have to keep things mindful of every possible viewer. Perhaps there is a guy who is 69 years old watching this. $70 minus 1. That works, that works. Yeah, I was gonna say something and then it just completely fell out of my brain. It slid out of my ear. Like, so much goop. Well, get the rappel back on, then. Yeah, you're right. I am just assuming that I only have appeal to 69-year-old men. What? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Miss Fall! Oh my God! Thank you! You are I'm just impressed. I have too much humility. Frustratingly so, because like then I could wrap around to a humble brag. I gotta think of a way to express my appreciation. Thank you so much. I have to apologize to Scott Steiner BPP also. I misread your name as Scott Steiner PP, which probably not what you wanted it to be read as. I also don't want to think about Scott Steiner's PP, truth be told. Let's get off that topic. You don't have to make up for anything. You don't owe me anything. YouTube is the one that owes you an apology. Oh, that reminds me of what I was gonna say. I was like thinking of like just completely turning off the YouTube auto moderation thing, but I did have that one really weird guy show up at the start of the Silent Hill 3 stream, so like I would be gun shy about doing something like that. Because what if somebody like genuinely objectionable shows up and I have to fumble with the controls to try and get rid of them? Can't I just let YouTube headshot someone for me every now and again, if they would be willing to do that? Bitch, I look like Aiden Ross. Okay, so that just sent me away. I'm gonna take a chance on going forward, then go through this one. Okay. Never mind, that doesn't really result in anything, so I guess we'll go this way. Hey, we finally voided an encounter there. Let me see here. Okay, where is this sending me? Goodness gracious. I will abstain from 70 minus 1. Immediately into the teleporter. There we go, right back to the start. Yeah, it's hard. Banned by YouTube for saying hard. There we go. Red Rider. Guess we'll just do showtime. It's showtime. I'm just gonna pass it back to Black Frost and do another Hades Blast. There we go. I'm glad, you know, it was a bit of an ordeal to get that skill onto him, but I'm glad I did it, because it is proving to be very useful, actually. I mean, at this point, I may as well just keep boosting my luck. By the way, Meggy DeLown is a terrible spell. Don't bother with it. Just give up on it. Don't even take it. Not worth the skill slot. There we go. Alrighty. Hop back into here. Hello. I walk by him, he just looks at me like, you having the same problem? Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. It's not going too well. We're dying a few deaths out here. Thankfully, we are not actually dying any deaths out here. We're doing rather fine. Scintillatingly well, actually. we go. Let's see here. Let me use another chakra elixir. Use the chakra elixir again on Black Frost here real quick. There we go. Provoke them. Go for the Bolt Storm. There we go. Then I can pass, do the Wind Cutter, and they are out of here. They are gone. They are gone. Alrighty. Right, I just want to head straight into this Ah! I have a stoma up, please! Ah, that's annoying. That is a waste of my time and a half. 39 and a half foot pole. Thank you for this debilitate. Let me just use chakra elixir on myself. Then we'll have Dante do Showtime. With the debilitate in effect, this should deal decent damage. Gets around that Tetrakarn pretty nicely as well. And since I don't really have any better options, just go for the Bolt Storm, why not? Nice, nice, that works out. Alright, pass again. Let's get the Chakra Elixir onto Red Rider. And I think another Showtime should just do it, honestly. For some reason I keep forgetting he's in slot 2 right now. Alrighty. Now comes the hard part of remembering what I was doing before I got into the encounter. Yeah, it is a bit... Well, I mean, a lot of the demons do have multiple designs, and at this point in the series, they kind of just rotated them around every now and again. It wasn't until the Persona games, honestly, where they just decided to settle on certain designs for the Personae. And even that usually more came around portable, because the PS2 versions of Persona 3 still used Loki's design that he had in this game, instead of the one you see in the portable version in every future version of the game. Does mean we have a critical lack of Slimer in this game, though, which is unfortunate. You know, Nix, do you really have to moan like that? Are you trying to get my stream age restricted here? It was very satisfying to see Windcutter do that much damage. It is still good. It is still good. Alright, what do we do here? Now I have to remember where each one of these teleports me. Let's... Oh, damn. Right back to the start there. Again, like I said, it is a good thing I realized that where I ended the stream last time was probably a good place for it, because it was not exactly a fun place to go through. I was thinking, like, I'm remembering something that always causes me to get stalled out for a bit. And sure enough, let's just do this. And then Terror Blade. There we go. I had never watched an internet historian video before, honestly. I've heard the guy's name, and I know he has that stock photo as his avatar. That's the extent of what I know about that guy. Boom, boom. Hit me with a CinemaSins ding. Never heard a woman before. Ding! Boom. Boom. Alright. Through this way. I think I want to take this one. You're going to see me looping in circles for a while on this, by the way, just as a fair warning. Let's take this one. Okay, this is where Got warped away before. Can't even give me a chance to get my bearings here, please. Alright. Let's get the chakra elixir onto Black Frost here. Actually, gonna go for provoke here. Nice. You know what? I can just finish it off with a wind cutter now. So that's what I'll do. Satisfying damage, satisfying damage. Another level up for Wukong. What do you got for me, brother? This thing stinks, so you can have it. It keeps giving me his stinky stuff. And it was a stinky smoke ball. I mean, I guess, to be fair, that would probably produce a pretty distinctive odor. I just void everything now. It's grand, it's grand. Yeah, yeah. I can't, there's nothing I really can add to that. They've been like that for a while, and it's just kind of sad, honestly. You know, sometimes a movie can just be a movie. Must everything be a sin? I do think the dings are funny, though. Not when cinema sins themselves use them specifically these days, but when people are making fun of cinema sins by just mentioning the ding, that always gets a chuckle out of me. A sensible chuckle out of me. Feel sorry for this guy, but not enough to spare him. I killed him with reckless abandon. Ha ha ha. Black Frost is getting a little bit faster every time. Physician, heal thyself. Probably not. I don't watch too many new movies these days. I have heard that that's a thing. Yeah, hopefully it goes better than the Slender Man movie did. So this warps me. Okay, this is where I immediately got warped when I first entered previously. I'm going to this one. Okay, oh no. Aha, guessed wrong. But, I'm not out of here yet, okay? Where even am I? Oh god. This is brutal, man. I always get stuck when I get to this part of the game. This one is awful. Teleporter mazes, man. This is a particularly cruel variant of it. Nice! I hope you have a wonderful time. I'm sure kids will like it. You know, like the new Mario Galaxy movie. Kids will love it. Spaceballs the flamethrowers! The kids really love that one. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, not technically wrong. You know, he's still the child in that relationship, so by default he is obligated to have fun. And if he doesn't, you're going to have to give him a very hard time about it. How dare you not have fun at the back rooms? Did I raise a son who's not going to enjoy the back rooms? Yeah, Vanna, why you gotta be such a fucking old man? Jesus. Yeah, I'm not sure what joke I'm trying to land here. I'm just firing at random. Hey, I don't mean to pry on anything. I'm just messing around, having some goofs. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so go this way. Hopefully I can find my way through here. Okay, so we've bumbled into that one. Now we want to go this way. I feel like I'm defusing a bomb right now, and every time I fail, I get warped back. Screw it, Deathly Fury. I'm just like, I want these things to die. Don't worry, eventually I will also be old. And then people can roast me for being old, and I'm honestly just gonna roll with it, because I think it'll be nice to be old, and just be an ornery-ass old man. Yeah, I'm old, what of it? You wanna fight about it? Okay, does this take me forward? Oh my god. I hate this place so much. What am I even trying to accomplish here? I'm 32. Oh god. Where am I even trying to get to? You can just hear like the exhaustion and despair creeping into my voice. It's like, oh god, please spare me. Yes, I have a personality. You want to fight about it? I gotta remember, like, some old joke post I saw. I was like, we need to stop normalizing behavior. If you like things, fuck you. Wing Buffet, this deep into the game. What? I'm not even gonna pretend like that's Buffet anymore. It's Wing Buffet, damn it. There's the buffet of wings. I could go for a wing buffet, honestly. That sounds delightful. Groove being within the heart is also delightful. Hee hee hee. Okay. We are just going in circles at this point. We can find some way over here that doesn't immediately send me into a teleporter. Oh, God. Ideally, we won't be here for the rest of the stream. Eventually, I'll puzzle my way through this. Get out of here, Cerberus. I am sick of your dumb face. Get out of here, Queen Mab. I am not sick of your face, but I need you to die so I can move on. It's honestly her fault, because she will not allow me to escape, so... I do enjoy I do enjoy seeing sports fans crash out. That is always a fun time. So long as it doesn't spiral out into a riot. Ah, balls. No wonder this looks familiar. We just got warped back to the start, essentially. God. Boys be crashing out. Oh, we're gonna be trapped in here for so long, eventually we're just going... Estoma's just going to work. That's how you know things have gotten dire. Right on the chin. Very effective. This is Zoro from One Piece cosplay. No, this has nothing to do with there being a chat going on. Like, this is what always happens when I get to this part of the game. It's like every time I get here, like, the exact correct route is just gone. It's not there anymore. It has left the building. You know what? I haven't tried to go this way yet, so why don't we? If the rappel would actually work at this point, we probably need a couple more levels. I'm lost. Okay, so if I go forward anymore... What does this one even do again? I've been avoiding this one, but does it just take me back to the start? Yes, it does. That explains why I was avoiding it. Oh, boy. Get out of here, birds. Bolt storm. Here's to the could-have-beens, right? Trying to remember that one. I'm trying to remember that one really bad fan sub of Vento Oreo. The specific part where the guy's looking at the Mona Lisa and he has the thing happen. How do I say this? Or is that Diamond is Unbreakable? No, I think that was Diamond is Unbreakable. I don't know why I thought it was Vento Oreo. What a beautiful twang. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I got ahead of myself in the song. Embarrassing. It's funny when, like, the chat's just a little bit behind, and I already had the realization. You see, I can remember these things. Boom, 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 boom. I honestly just feel sorry for that guy now. That was just a complete no-sell. Provoke. Yeah, at this point, like, we're already mostly immortal to most attacks. But just due to all the experience we're getting from just slaying so many things while we're trapped in this teleporter maze, Chiaki is going to be even more of an anticlimax when we finally get to her. Alright, let's see here. What if I just go straight ahead? You could say the JoJo fans are acting bizarre. There we go. Take this guy out. Oh, poor lady. Anyway, can I please escape from here? Hey, at least Lon got a level up. Anyways, we're going... Oh my god! Let me get to the next teleporter, Jesus! Ah! You're getting the Deadly Fury now. Out of here. Oh no. Atlas has won. The teleporter maze crash out is beginning. I don't need Radiance, damn it. It is not necessary. I do not need any Expel type magic. Oh, sweet. Full party recovery. Hell yeah. Alright, let me just walk all the way forward to see what happens. And nothing happens. Oh my god! Cerberus, you better be asking to join. Here, have this chakra drop and join me. Okay. We got him, we got him. It's just that easy. Give the doggy a treat and he'll join. Okay. Where do I even go? Let's try this one again. This takes me here. Okay, this is different. Just gotta keep trying different teleporters until eventually we find the one that takes us somewhere different. Okay. Maneuver into here. And then into here. We're somewhere. Alright, onto here. There we go. That's a teleporter. I love myself. I probably would not date myself because I hate myself. Besides, you can't be too similar to the person you're dating, otherwise things get boring really fast. Me. I'm thinking of some Family Guy joke, and they were making fun of a specific celebrity who was, like, really narcissistic. I don't know how narcissistic they were in reality, but that was the joke. Hey, I got that ice boost. We're going to make use of this Mabufu Dine, okay? Alright, where does this take us? Okay, we're by a mystic chest. Immediately warped away. Just playing with your emotions there. Alright, now we're through here. Every unfamiliar teleporter just, like, makes me so nervous. Like, what if it's just sending me on a wild goose chase? The chase of goose. Right on to this one. You just hear the gears in my head turning. Okay, we're by this mystic chest, but I don't really care about it at this point. I'm too sexy for myself. Oh, God. What really sucks is that these teleporters don't give you any indication of where they spit you out, so... Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ, Marie. Let's go into this one again. Okay, so here we are on this again. This gets me into unfamiliar territory. Okay. So what if I just go straight here? I am 2Z. Oh, shit. That was a bad encounter. Alright, let's go for showtime. Let's start credible style. Well, I'm in a hurry to get out of here because I fucking hate this place. It doesn't always have to be about you, you know? Have you ever considered that maybe I think this place sucks? And that's why I want to get out of here? I'm taking my frustration out on the moats now. Too sexy for my teleporter, indeed. I want to be out of here because I hate this place. I want to be done with it. Okay, let's take this path here. Go this way, I guess. Oh, thank Christ, Jesus! We are done with that. We have made it. We are out of the teleporter maze. We do not have to deal with that nonsense anymore. It is over. The evil has been defeated. That particular challenge is no longer a challenge for us. It is gone. It is done. It is dusted. It has been defeated. I swear to God, if we get killed here, okay. That would be the ultimate just the way to piss me off is just get us killed right after we escaped. I know, they are massive, and they can be quite the ordeal to get through. Especially, like, remember that I'm working off of, admittedly old and faulty, but I still have, you know, memories of this game. You will be in for it if you are playing this for the first time. Then I know you said you got the game. Be sure to be taking notes here, because otherwise you're going to be having a go of it. Also, thank you, Harlot. That's her name, that's her name. I'm not being insulting. She just gave me a jade there. Well, you know, the longest SMT3 game by default would be SMT3, I suppose. I know what you meant, I know what you meant. I'm deliberately interpreting your sentence as literally as possible there. Of all the versions of Shin Megami Tensei 3, this is one of them. Why are these enemies in such a hurry to die? You know, funnily enough, we actually haven't been doing... This hasn't been a particularly long playthrough of the game. Let's heal up here real quick. 400k that we're not going to use, always. Let's update our save here. What is our time here? Let's see. We are at 40 hours. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, man. That's just your fault for being poor. Oh! Owned! I am also extremely broke. Poverty, that's also a lifestyle choice. Sorry. I'm referencing something that nobody knows. Balling out of control, also a lifestyle choice. That promo goes kind of hard, not gonna lie. Poverty is a lifestyle choice. Deadly Fury, by the way. I always find myself wondering, was it just enough damage to kill it, or was that the insta-kill effect proccing? I did look it up. Stinger has a 40% chance to insta-kill anything that is not immune to its specific brand of insta-death. Which, you know, is bosses. Bosses are immune to that specific brand of insta-death. I saw Gagatsuchi from the past straight up north. How arrogant it looks. Lady Chiaki is much more elegant. Simp! Okay. Thankfully, we are done with the teleporter maze. Unfortunately, we're not necessarily done with mazes in general. Mazes and monsters is a bit of a far-out game. Alright, Hades Blast. Deadly Fury. been getting lucky with that. Let's go for a stinger on this guy. And now we can just take that guy out, no problem. We've got the power. Holy God! The game is going all out on the encounters right at the end. It is deciding that we are not getting through it easily. Go. Bolt Storm should do well here. And then punch him on the chin. There we go. We got him. We got him. No, do not change your skills. He looks a tad disappointed, but frankly, he'll get over it. Let me see here. I was trying to remember what I even wanted to do. I want to just do some healing real quick. It sucks getting all these encounters, because I completely lose my bearings, and I'm like, where was I even trying to go? They've done good to get this place laid out as confusingly as possible. It's so easy to get lost here. But hey, we did make it through the teleporter maze. We are done with that part of the game. I hit. To be honest, I don't know. I guess it's just because there's not really like a distinct law parallel in the Vortex world. So I guess like just someone who's trying to establish a purely hierarchical in power order is appealing to the angels? I'm not sure, honestly. I guess it's just up to your interpretation. Gotta use your thinking muscles for this one. Once again, we are in the dark. Oh. And those were all one-way doors. Okay, I'll admit, I was trolled there. They got me, they got me. Wait. I still need to play Vengeance. I haven't had the money to buy it. I have played the original version of SMT5, but I only got one ending in it, and it was the bad ending. Let's see here. Let's go for Hades Blast, why not? Go for Deadly Fury while I'm at it. Who up in the Kagetsuchi Tower of Kagetsuchi, deadlying the Fury? Yeesh. Had to actually do some mid-battle healing there. You've got 5 million guys showing up. They all want to die. Someday you'll get there. Alright. Pixie, just for sake of convenience, giving me a Media Rahan here. Where does this take us? I see an elevator, and I just gotta ride it, you know? Okay, that doesn't go off to anywhere. Every time I play this game, it's always been long enough since the last time I played it that this area is essentially completely new to me. Go into the pit here. Probably could stand to get more light on before I look at the map. Oh, whoops. Actually did not need to use Liftoma just this second, but whatever. We'll use it now, I suppose. Into the shit pit. Alright, let's go with a Wind Cutter. These guys. Alright. And I can do... Actually, you know what? Provoke into Bolt Storm should work just fine. Yeah, I definitely want to play Vengeance one of these days. I still remember the plot such as it was for 5, more or less. I say such as it was because the original version of 5 was a pretty plot-like game. Surprisingly so, actually. Hey, free Mamudo Rock. One of these days I'll check it out. I mean, in general, the Vengeance version also just has more content, so it'd be fun to revisit the game with it regardless. Let's see here. Alright, where does this pit trap take me? Nowhere interesting or useful. Thank you, Black Frost. If those guys all decided to spam Megadolon, that would cause a problem. Makes sense, makes sense. Another level up for me. May as well go for some more luck, why not? Fire Repel, I do not need it. And I don't really want it, regardless. I am able to function just fine without it. Oh, just immediately I thought we were done with teleporters, but no. Hey, put me by the save point, at least. Yeah, it's kind of funny, like, to have this big-ass door, and then it just leads into this tiny little closet. Kind of an amusing thing for me to see, honestly. Alright. Where do we even go from here? Let's check out over this way. By over this way, since I know where I want to go, but you might not want to know where I want to go. I want to go check out this side and this path that we did not go down the full way before. Does this also lead me into the dark? Yes, it does. We'll have to see if there's any distinct elevators to take here. Anybody for me to talk to? Oh, God! Back to the save point I go. You thought we were done with teleporters? I thought we were done with teleporters, but... oh, this was a mistake. Oh, okay, maybe not. For some reason, because she uses Glacial Blast, I just kind of assumed that Nyx was immune to ice. Let's just hit Nyx with the sword here. Do a little Bolt Storm action. There we go. Hey, another Chakra Drop. I'll take it, I'll take it. Let's see here. Okay, move over this way. What do you got for me, Mata? Tell me the truth. What do you think of us vials? I like you guys. Cool. Wasn't much of a question, was it? Here's some cash. Go ahead and take it. You're not gonna help me out, my guy? Once again, you can just hear the gears turning in my head. Like, well, what's the most optimal way to approach this? Nice. And Bolt Storm, and he's out of here. Alright. Black Frost, if you would be so kind. There we go. Honestly, I'm kind of sad that we're not at 666 hit points anymore. That was kind of a cool value to hit between the combination of my stats, level, and Magatama. People who are not paying attention to the story complaining that it makes no sense when they get to the end of it. Big fan of those guys who have like that browser extension that let them just adjust the speed of shows so they watch like 10 episodes in a single hour and then they can't remember any of it. Alright. I was hoping for a gift from Pisaka. I like it when he spits a gift at us. Even if it's useless garbage, it's meaningful because Pisaka gave it to me. Into the shit pit once again. Well, we're in somewhere that's bright, at least. And we're past another pit. Or teleporter, rather. Ha ha, gotcha. Okay. Guess I'll wind cutter this guy out of the way. What we'll do is we'll provoke with Dante and then do Bolt Storm to finish these guys off. I like how I can still apply a little bit of thinking to the battles here. Ah, God. Do Wind Cutter on Mata, actually. I'm gonna beat your stupid ass right here and now! I think when I finally do commit to playing Darkest Dungeon, I should probably do it without too many of the DLCs enabled. Like, I like the Shield Breaker, so I'll probably play with her enabled, but I'll probably avoid having the Crimson Court enabled, just so I don't have to deal with that. Let's see. I see a big door here. Sorry, the bitrate is throttled a little bit, so the stream might get a little choppy here. Sorry about that. Let me get Stoma back up again. Alright. Well, this is at least a change of scenery. I think I see a Mystic Chest over there, but we're honestly just kind of past the point where I really need to worry about anything that a Mystic Chest could give me. We're doing so good. Yeah, it makes the game a lot, like, not complicated in a bad way, but complicated in a way that, if you haven't beaten it before, it probably is just a little too overwhelming. Let's see here. Yeah, just provoke. Speaking of DLCs that are unlocked part of the way through the game, I was pleased to see that there was a quality of life update for Chrono Arc yesterday. And it addressed a complaint that I had, so doubly good. Okay. This just goes over here. What's over here? Just a whole lot of nothing. You get nothing. Good day, sir. What does this take us up to? Yeah, I gotta be thorough here. Just in case there's anything good or important over here. There's nothing! I'm trying to be thorough, I'm trying to be a good explorer, and the game gives me nothing. These guys are so obnoxious. Alright. Do Wind Cutter on this one. Hey, Metal Wolf, hope you are doing well. Hope it is a good morning wherever you may be. We are closing in on the end of this game. I've already completed all the side quests, so now I just have to finish off all the enemies on the way to the Kagutsuchi, and then we can punch the Kagutsuchi in the face. You may think that the Kagutsuchi does not have a face, but you will see, you will see. Alright, continuing on up this way. I see an ornate door. Oh, have we finally made it? Ugh, can't be that easy. Yeah, one last puzzle to solve before we can fight Chiaki. Alright, let's go. Yep, just immediately thrown down a pit there. Let's see, I don't want to take that door. Let's see, where's this one lead to? Yeah, that's why I was like, I want to experience the game, you know, in a relatively unchanged state. And like, when I first fired it up, I had like one of the definitive editions on Switch. It came with Crimson Core, and I was like, oh wait, this is way too much to take in. I am thankful that we are immune to ailments. Surprised they didn't get a crit there. Guess you can't always have them, though. Dante, if you do the honors. Thank you, Dante. Dante is always good to have along. Alright, so where does this go to? I'm just trying to find if there's a way that we can quickly get back to where I just was. Okay, yes, this takes us back. I think. Alright. Yeah. I think I remember, oh hey, small terminal here. I wasn't expecting another chance to save, but I will definitely take it. I appreciate the game being generous enough for that here. One thing I do have to keep in mind is when we do get to the boss door, there's a very specific Magatama that I want to equip. As we will run into problems if I don't. Do this door. Hey, a mannequin. How unusual! Did you know? No. There's an incredible treasure hidden in this tower that can manipulate life. After climbing steep paths, falling, scraping knees, and finally... Oh, I forget what the item is. Hold on. I think it's on GameFAQs. They say it. Because I'm not going to bother to get this because it's honestly not super useful, but it is pretty cool. So let me get the GameFAQs real quick. Let's see, Nocturne. Let's see, unlockables. Let's see, where is it? Right, it is the Soul Return. Yeah, it's infinite use of Balm of Rising, which would be useful much earlier in the game. It is pretty cool, though. The Revival Orb in Digital Devil Saga is a lot more useful, though. You actually get that at a point where there's still a lot of the game left to go, and you can actually do something with it. Nope. I chose poorly. Where did that put us? Okay. Ah, shit! Let's put on Liftoma, I guess. Oh, we're already lifted. Nice. I didn't think that actually stuck around that long. This is an annoying encounter. Yeah, I don't think I've really drawn too much attention to why I'm being so particular about how I approach these enemies. Rong does repel physical skills, and Ma does drain them, so I can't just use Hades Blast and Deadly Fury to deal with them. Have to actually get them out of the way first. There we go. I was wondering if I should have Chakra Elixired Red Rider there, and I probably should have. Alright, let's... Where are you? Go for Pisaka. Eventually, we'll be able to wall out encounters with a stoma. Where did this take me? Just as the Liftoma wore off. Let's see here. Nothing really concerned about there. Man. Don't remind me. Goddamn. I was so mad that day. I was legitimately pissed off that day. That sucked. I hated that. Last day of my vacation, and they had to hit me with that. They had to do it to me. What was especially annoying is I remember getting a text about that, but I'd already put in the days off ahead of time, so it's not even like I could have adjusted my schedule to work around that. What a disaster that turned out to be. But I got it done. I got it done. I was on the razor's edge the entire time, but I got it done. Have faith in my abilities. Yeah, boy. Let's go for a stinger on this guy. That didn't work out. That one was not a network maintenance issue. That was just my my gateway was literally dying at that point. It was so old, it just couldn't do it anymore. Just did not have the juice for it anymore. Yeah, it was giving up the ghost. Thankfully, I got that replaced, and now we're in a much better situation when it comes to streaming. There we go. That was definitely the instant kill. As proof of my claims here, the Majora's Mask streams had no issues. That actually was a very smooth run of streams. Aside from me getting stuck on the Goron trial on the moon for like 30 minutes. I was so sick of that. It's just like, fuck it. I don't want to be here for the rest of the night. Let's just use rewind to get through it. It's cheating, but whatever. I did not want to be dealing with it anymore. Your attempts to intoxicate have no effect. Let's see here. Actually, you know what? Forget it. Let's just get these guys taken out. There we go. Do a provoke here. And Bolt Storm. Not too bad, not too bad. Handled quite well, I would say. Yeah. For what it's worth, I have self-awareness. I know personally. I feel like if I was angry all the time, it would just get old in a hurry. I do my best to just try and keep my cool, and if I'm getting too tilted, find my zen. But if I'm crashing out over a teleporter maze every now and again, that I do recognize the entertainment value inherent in that. That fucking teleporter maze was making me hate life, and I'm glad it's over. I'm glad it's done with. I'm glad we're past it. There we go. Nothing to it, nothing to it. Dante wants to talk to you. Will you listen? I will. Darkside Cullen. Hey, I never let... Look, you saw the stream. I handled Nyx perfectly. She never got charm onto Aegis to use Dioran. Alright, here we are. Alright, so the very particular Magatama that I need to equip, I need... Let me see here. Something that... It's the one that makes me immune to Curse. I want Jed for this encounter. Very important that I have this guy. Oh, what am I doing? Fucking... Masakados makes me immune to everything. Why did I even think that? Sorry, I was thinking of what... Wings of ISP. As I was thinking of, I built that strategy before I hit go live. I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck am I doing? I'm immune to everything. Let's see, let's get you out of here. We're gonna be bringing in a couple of people who are not immune to everything, but it shouldn't matter too much for this encounter. Let's get Pixie in. Let's get Wukong in. And we are just going to use a Great Chakra here to get everybody topped off. There we go. We're good for this. Ah, damn it. I thought this was the boss door. Fuck. Have I been trolled here? Oh, we're already lifted. Okay. Damn, I thought for sure that was the boss door. I bet you it was the elevator by the angel. Shit. Oh, that's okay. We know the path through this time, so it's not that big a deal. But now I have the wrong team for exploring. Oh my god, I'm just gonna smoke ball my way out of this. I don't feel like dealing with these guys. Get it over to my turn. This is what we have all these smoke balls for. Like, I am sick of these guys. If I have the right team, I'll put up with them, but I do not have the right team for this, so... Okay, let's return you guys to stock. Get the actual exploration team back out. Alright. So now we have to go back through that room again, but that's okay. This time we actually know how to get through it. We have not gone long enough for me to forget at this point. Sorry, I just see a giant door and I'm like, oh, that's the boss door. Right? Right? No. I think that honestly was probably the door that leads to the soul return. Granted, I immediately fell into pits, so I lost my opportunity to get it, but you know. Okay, Pisake, your job ain't over yet. Keep helping us out here. Right. Who wants to die by my hand? Would anyone else like to die by my hand? Anyone who is less obnoxious to fight? Oh well. We still take these guys down reasonably quickly. I just find the way they handle themselves to be annoying. Does mean I'm gonna have to use another couple chakra drops once we get to the boss door again, but that's okay. There's so many completely fizz-immune enemies in this dungeon. Another luck here. Get rid of this ice repel. Nice! Masakado pretty much always fully heals your party. Yes, the final boss is the Kagetsuchi. Also, could you please stop interrupting me every single step of the way? Well, at least I got to chuckle at that. I'll get this one out of here. Then we'll do a provoke here. And Bolt Storm time. Oh yeah. We're doing it, we're doing it. They can try and stop me, but we cannot be stopped. And thankfully, I do remember the way we want to take to get through here. Okay. Go along this way. Alright, this time we'll take the elevator. If it isn't the Demi-Fiend, I'm surprised you have the nerve to even see us. Lady Chiaki is up ahead. You know, maybe if I talked to this guy first, I would have realized that Yasuka shall take that stone you have in your hands, and your life. I've noticed that you're all too content to leave it to Chiaki and not try yourself. Okay, this is a big-ass boss door. Damn. Look like a complete maroon. A complete boob, even. Okay, Pixie and Wukong. Alright, strong power from beyond the door. I am more than prepared for it. Chiaki, I liked your old form better, honestly. You have done well to make it here. Therefore, I will do the honor of fighting you to my fullest ability. Our friendship dies here. We are adversaries, each upholding our own reason and contending for creation. As fate would have it, we are both beyond shedding tears. We need not hesitate to fight each other. So let us now decide who is truly superior. Challenge me with all your might! The Legend of Kagatsuchi. She looked like she was bending over to do that projectile attack that Chun-Li does. Anyways, going to approach this in a very particular way. Let me focus up here. Let's do another 2 debilitates. Or another debilitate. We're going to be biding our time. I ask you, what right do you have to become the creator? Good call, Jim. By my power, your true self shall be revealed. Here we go, Bale's Bane. If you're not immune to curse, it'll turn you into a fly. Which is funny, but not really too big a deal. You still have your full range of skills, but it does lower your stats by quite a bit. Let's see here. Debilitate. And you can avoid it by being immune to curse skills. Okay, that's pretty good. First, I'm going to go for a punch here. I'm going to wait for a very particular time to unleash Spiral Viper. Okay. Get Tarukaja. Pass. 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 Tarukaja again. Alright, we're good. We're good here. We're good here. Well, Wukong was already afflicted with that, so not super useful, lady. Now, Hades Blast. There we go. Go for the Spiral Viper here. There we go. Then do this. Pass. Hades Blast. And then do one more Spiral Viper. Ah, damn. You are indeed worthy. I will fight you with all my and our fates shall be revealed. Ah, that's exactly what I was trying to avoid. That's okay. There goes our Deikuja bonuses, but that's not too big a deal. So we're gonna do that. Now we're going to resort to spamming Deadly Fury. Okay. There we go. Do another Deadly Fury. I was so close to getting her with the one cycle, but or the one turn kill, but oh well. Yeah, we can finally make use of, they have Dekunda also? There we go, void that. That's fine, though. Pass to Black Frost. Alright, then do Deadly Fury again. And we'll go with Maziodyne. That's fine, that's fine. Unfortunately, being a fly does eliminate Wukong's ability to actually void expel attacks. That's okay, though. There we go. Let's use the Great Chakra here. Ugh, a Dragon Eye is unfortunate. That could cause some problems. Okay, we got a dodge there. Alright, the death of Wukong there is a bit unfortunate, but we can still make it through this fine. Alright, that's one down. Okay, Hades Blast again. There we go, that's the other one down. Alright, now we can get back into it. Let's get a Sama Recarm onto Wukong here. Alright, now she goes for Beast Eye. That's okay. Holy Wrath is another thing that we can just avoid entirely. Alright. With that done, I can get back to debilitating her. Let's also summon Wukong back in. There we go. And he's no longer a fly, look at that! Good for him. Alright, she is fully debilitated. And she only calls in those guys once, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. With that taken care of, this fight is should be locked in. Okay. Make sure I have focus going. Yeah, I think it's intentional that the gods are just sort of very otherworldly in this game. They went with similar theming for the Septentrions in Devil Survivor 2, of just having like a very weird, not of this world vibe to them. There we go. Honestly, we should just be able to wail on her to finish this battle. You can keep Beast Eyeing, but it's not going to help you too much. Everybody just slide to the side. We should be able to finish her off this turn, honestly, so let's just go for Hasso Happa here. Let's see, pass, and then do the focus Spiral Viper. The Devil Survivor games, those do have official English releases, so if you're willing to sail the high seas to play them, it's perfectly tenable to do so just via 3DS emulator. You might be thinking of a Devil Summoner, because some of those games aren't in English, though most of them are. The original Devil Summoner I don't think has ever had an English release. Your strength was superior to mine. Why won't you accept Yosuga when you possess such strength? There you go! I realized that's a much more common thing in countries that are not America, but I don't want to make any assumptions. So I just I assume that you're talking about official channels, or that you typically get everything through official channels. I think in South America, you just exclusively deal in cracked PS1s that can play games from any region, or any discs that you just burn yourself. But that is Chiaki taken care of. Respect, respect. Thus begin the age of pirates. The top floor is up ahead. If you want to see Kagetsuchi, you need to offer the 3 stones to it. The stones are proof of reason, so each leader should be carrying them. Well, as it so happens... Alright. Here we are at the top of the Tower of Kagetsuchi. I will say, it is a suitably imposing area. I told you! I told you! Floor 666! Saw that coming from a mile away. It's not like I haven't... It totally isn't just like I haven't played the game before. There we go. We have made it to floor 666. Alright, yeah, and at 41 hours of playtime, we are at the end of the game. This isn't terribly long in the context of, you know, the Megaten series. Definitely, it's much shorter than the average Persona game. And there are no enemies to harass us up here, so we're able to just move along without any real problems. Let's ride along this block here. Alright. Let's get our party for the final battle set. Gonna just use the same party again of Black Frost, Wukong, and Pixie. These guys are very good for all these things. We will use up some of our items here to make sure we're all topped off. There we go. And with that, let's start plunking in our stones. There's an altar. Which stone will you offer? Let's go put in our nether stone. You offered the nether stone. Over here, we can place our earth stone. Offered up the earth stone. That is 2 of the 3 pillars set alight. And 1 final pillar to empower. There's an altar. Which stone will you offer? Finally, put the heaven stone. You have proven yourselves worthy. Come to me. Alright. Will you go to Kagetsuchi? Of course I will. Time for the final boss, everybody. I gotta say, we made pretty good time on this. I didn't think we'd be here this quickly. Me getting lost in teleporter maze was totally just an effort to extend the stream a little bit longer. How can you be the one standing before me? Why have you been chosen? You, with a heart that follows no rule, the bearer of an unnamed reason. Your heart longs for the kingdom of freedom, a world that has no set future. Will you disregard the past sins of the world to pursue such an ideal? The Great Will once granted the world freedom, in hopes that it would evolve to a new level. However, it was that freedom which gave rise to evil, brought darkness, and led the world to destruction. Freedom is the seed of disaster. The sole fruit is ruin. I will not allow the world to be doomed to failure. My power was meant for one who sought the world's rebirth, upholding a worthy reason. Cullen, you have become a slave of freedom, like that fallen angel. Begone, demon! My light, searing with anger, shall wipe you from existence. Anyways, I hope you guys are ready to cut a groove, because we've got a giant funky disco ball to face off against for the final boss. I think it's pretty sweet, honestly. Alrighty. Let's get the debilitate up here. Yep, the Great Will, as nice as always. And we're actually going to start with a Rakukaja here. Note that his attacks are actually almighty elemental, so they can hurt you, even if you have access to the Masakado's Magatama. So this isn't a completely free battle. We do have to try and pay a little bit of attention here. Let's see here. Tarukaja up. Let's go for a Hades Blast real quick. And I'm going to just use Wind Cutter here. Yep. Time to kill the delusional disco ball. Alright. Sticking with Wind Cutter until we've got our Tarukaja maxed out. Just do a normal attack here. I will say, this is a very funky final boss theme. I enjoy it a lot, actually. Alright, that's good, that's good. Alright, our Spiral Viper is now fully revved up. I'm actually going to use Diorama on Wukong here, just to make sure he's in good HP. We don't want to use up our Endures too early. There we go. Alright. Let's get Hades Blast here. I would say that, but I feel afraid I'm going to butcher it. No, it's not from Wales. Thank you, Miss Fall. Let's do Meteor Rahan here. Let's do Hasso Hopple. There we go. Well, that's pretty good. There goes Black Frost. We'll definitely want to Sama Recarm him back in. Well, he just got killed, so... Alright. Let's do this. Okay. I see. I think I know what he was doing there. Probably should have fused more vitality boosting Mitamas into Black Frost. Oh well. Here's the could have beens on that. He's the honor of the Frost, and we are proud of him. Indeed, indeed. Okay, I see. So when the Kagetsuchi gets full, he does that attack. focus up here. And then do Spiral Viper to move him into the next phase. 5,000 damage is enough to make him... Oh, okay, maybe I should take this a bit more seriously. And now he's just a face. I forget if his debuffs stay in effect. Okay, yes, they do. Alright. Going to fully heal ourselves up here. Oh yeah, nice rocking theme for the second phase. Let's do Rakukaja to make sure we're not too vulnerable to damage. Oh, nice, he just decides to end his turn for me here. Okay. No crit there, unfortunately. Yeah, this is the exact face I'm making right now. There we go. Let's see. I'm actually just gonna have Black Frost use Diorama on himself. I am Destiny. He's charging up for something. Let's get Rakukaja up just to account for it. Go. Aha, there goes Black Frost again, shit. And there goes his debuffs. Okay, let me think here. Okay. Okay, gotta get Samurai Karma onto Black Frost here. Man, he keeps getting taken out. I am the truth. Okay. Let's get Black Frost back out here. Okay. Let's do Debilitate on him. And what's he gonna go for here? Another Infinite Light. Oof. Okay. Let's get Rakukaja up here. I know, it is a pretty good final boss theme. I am the will. Okay. Okay, we're at full limit on that. Let me get a Bomb of Rising onto Black Frost then. Just keeps going for the Infinite Light spam. Okay, we were able to survive that at least. That's fine. Okay, now I can get Black Frost back in. There we go. Yeah, but they're both good final boss themes. Alright. Let's get focus on. Let's see here. Actually, I'll just go for a punch with Black Frost here. Alright, I am Destiny, so he's going for another one here. Let's see, I want to get everybody full on MP again, so we're going to use a Great Chakra here. Okay, he's fully debilitated, so it's all back in effect. There we go, nice! Let me, just for safety's sake, do another Media Rahan here. Yeesh! Okay. Okay. Okay, he's going for another one. And this time he actually did not purge his debilitate, so we should be able to survive this without having to do any particular special handling. Here comes another infinite light. I know! We are juiced up! We are juiced up. Okay. You know what? Honestly, if he's just gonna keep doing this, I'm just gonna keep doing this also. Okay. And then another Spiral Viper. Okay, he's going for the Dragon's Eye now. Okay. Let's see, I should be able to get Black Frost back in finally. More so just for the, yeah, actually, I probably should have just brought in Dante at this point. Also, the Kagetsuchi is totally tweaking right now. Let's go for Hasohapa here. There we go. Finally get Black Frost back in. If he dies again, I'm just bringing in Dante. Getting a little tired of trying to get our plucky boy back in the battle. I am the will. Okay. Okay. Kakaja. Just for Black Frost. Okay, and then Spiral Viper once again. Okay, Black Frost is just dying again. Like, goddamn. Poor guy, poor guy. There we go, 6,836 damage to finish him off. That infinite light skill is no joke. How absurd. You wish for me to unleash my power when all reasons have been forsaken? The kingdom you would create promises nothing but suffering. Demon, human. It depends on how you define first try. Hey, are you listening? Freedom. Let's get going. Chiaki will get mad if we make her wait too long. Hey, I got my sick-ass hoodie back. You received a new email. Hi, how are you? I'm doing much better. I think I'm ready to leave the hospital pretty soon. My doubts and fears have caused you all a lot of trouble. But you've overcome these obstacles and saved me. Back then, the world looked so sad to me. That's probably because I was sad myself. Hey, Hajiri's alive again! But I've changed my thinking, and I'm going to continue on with my life. No matter what the world is like, I won't give up. I'm going to believe in myself. What am I saying? You already know all this. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even be here right now. Thank you. No hard feelings between our friends, considering that we brought them back to life. They're like, you know what? Freedom sounds good. Also, hold on. Gotta turn up the audio. This is one of the all-timer credits themes for the series. I love this one so much. Yeah, we made it, and thank you all for joining me once again on this journey. Can't even be impressed about the motorcycles. Yeah, absolutely. Shoji Meguro is a god-tier composer for the series. One of the biggest gets Atlas ever had, in addition to Kazuma Kaneko. And unlike Kaneko, he's still making things we can be proud of. No problem, no problem. It's always a joy to revisit this game. This is genuinely just a peak game. This is one of the best RPGs ever made. Like, it has that reputation, you know, people glob and glaze it, but there's a reason it has that reputation. I don't know if they outright state it, but I think Hikawa also comes back as a better person. Just wait. It's building. It's edging us. The power of Kagetsuchi, my guy. Oh, yeah. Gotta give Capcom their due. Yeah. But hey, they let them use Dante, so... Actually, just like a little bit of I scratch my back, you scratch yours. After Dante was used for this game, Kazuma Kaneko actually got to design the Devil Trigger forms for Devil May Cry 3. It's very obviously his artwork when you look at the official artworks of them. It's less obvious in the game, but... that was a little cool bit of cross-promotion, though. Everybody's favorite boss, Noah. I know you guys all love Noah. Thankfully, we were not on the path where we had to kill Futomimi. And we put his spirit to rest. What, a chunky old guy with wobbly little legs? I'm kidding, I'm teasing. Also, yes, beautiful. Oh, you might be thinking of the Maria ending Promise, possibly? Well, obviously I'm going to put up another poll. I've already decided the games I'm going to put on it. I always recycle the losing options from the previous poll and then put in a new one. I was thinking really hard about which theme you might be thinking of. I'm glad I got it on the first shot. But when I put the poll live, the options will be Kingdom Hearts 2, actually, I'm not. I usually try to order them in which game is long. Okay, Kingdom Hearts 2, Tales of Graces, Persona 4 PS2 version, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 will be the choices for the next poll. You have chosen to follow your will and tread the path of thorns, like myself. In time, your true adversary will appear before you. Until that day, stay strong. What the hell. Just for posterity's sake, I will save a new cycle file. Well, damn. I didn't expect it to get done with that quickly. We ended up with a slightly shorter than usual stream, but a great finale for a great game. So I gotta, of course, give my due thanks. I'm honestly a little sad that I'm not doing a slightly longer than normal stream, but since we'll be finishing off Mario 64 and the final levels of that game are tough, maybe that'll end up being a longer stream. Yeah, you know what? As soon as I'm done with this, I'll put the poll live so people can start voting. So, yeah, that is it for Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Tales of Grace is one of my all-time favorite games, so I definitely feel like I could put forth a good showing for that one. But for right now, that's where we're going to call it. So I gotta give due thanks to everybody who showed up. So thank you so much for everybody who watched. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you continue to show up for the games that I stream and the videos that I release. Sadly, I was a little lazy last night. I just passed out on my couch and didn't record anything, so the next Persona 3 video might be a little bit delayed. Yeah, thank you to everybody. Thank you, Termina. Thank you, David. Thank you, Vanet. Thank you, Polkia. Thank you, Metal Wolf. Thank you, Miss Fall. Especially thank you, Miss Fall. You are always so generous, and I honestly feel like I don't deserve that kind of thing, so it is much appreciated. I always struggle to find the right way to express that, so thank you so much. Everybody, thank you for watching. I hope to see you with whatever I do next. If you're up for any game, I'll be playing more Mario 64 tomorrow, likely finishing the game. But for now, I'm just gonna go relax for a bit, and I hope you all do the same. Catch you on the flip side. Bye-bye.
I have faith that there is a future for us. Here as we are, or somewhere else.